Hey there, BookTube! My name is Dee and this is my channel, Librocubicularist. I know that the name is spelled wrong, but I kind of like the quirkiness of it because I originally created that name and then discovered that it was wrong, so I am living with my imperfections. I am doing this video as part of the new to BookTube, the newbie tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but since I just started this channel, I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to sort of say who I am and for you to get to know me a little bit. This tag was originally created by Brenda C, and I will link her channel below if you want to check out her newbie tag video. Here we go. So there are 7 questions in the newbie tag. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And as you can see behind me, I have a lot of books. This is probably not even a third of the books I own, but this is all the bookshelf space I have at the moment. So most of my books are either stacked or in boxes. But I read a lot. And I've been that way since as far back as I can remember. In addition to reading a lot, I have always wanted to be a part of a book club, but for one reason or another, either I couldn't get into the book clubs that I wanted, or the ones that I was a part of or started fell through. So I recently discovered BookTube, and it made me really excited because it's sort of an opportunity for me to engage in a open discussion forum style of book club while also getting to interact with a community that loves books and reading as much as I do. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to BookTube? This question is kind of interesting. I don't know a whole lot of booktubers. The ones that I have found and like, I do see a lot of new books. I see a lot of like Book Depository or that type of thing going on, and something that I think I can bring to BookTube is that I love buying used books. I love used books, I love paperbacks. I have a couple hardbacks, and if the hardback is cheaper than the softback version, sometimes I'll purchase that, but I prefer the softback. Funny enough about that, I never break the spine on my softback books, so a lot of these books back here look like they've never been opened or read, but really I've read them multiple times. I just tend to keep the spine pretty closed so that they won't get damaged on the backs. I also grew up reading Greek mythology. That was one of the first memories that I have, is reading Greek mythology, because my dad was studying Koine Greek when I was about 3 or 4, and because I was always wanting to hang out with my dad, I ended up reading a whole lot of Greek mythology. So I have that as my base for when I'm reading things. I like to look through the story and see where different themes are showing up, either from Greek mythology or from the Romantics and things like that, and I love making those connections. Question 3 is, what are you most excited for about this channel? And this question kind of goes into what I was talking about in the first question, which is that I want to engage in a community that loves books as much as I do. I love the idea of being able to hear ideas and talk with people who love reading who aren't necessarily in the same room or in the same country, and may bring different perspectives and looks on things. And basically, I am just excited about general bookish awesomeness. Question 4 is, why do you love reading? And initially, reading was an escape for me. I loved being able to delve into the worlds and sort of lose myself in a giant landscape of magic and love stories and fighting and political machinations and just anything that I could get my hands on. I also, like I said before, I love dissecting where a character has been and what makes up their personality, where the world came from. One of my favorite book series is perfect for that. It is its own world. It has diverse characters who have a variety of issues as well as heroicism, and I love just delving into that and finding out about different countries, about different worlds, anything from nonfiction to high fantasy, YA, and the latest political biography. Question 5 is, what book or book series got you into reading? And honestly, I would have to say that it's the Berenstain Bears. I read all of those books when I was a kid. I knew exactly where they were in the library. I would come marching in and the librarians knew me because they would just say, "It's right over here, the new ones just came in," and I would just say, "I know." I don't really remember doing that, but my dad tells this story all the time. But I do remember reading the Berenstain Bears, and I would stay up late into the night, flashlight under my covers, just like in a movie, reading the Berenstain Bears because I just loved the stories. It was so whimsical but real at the same time. I understand that they're bears and not people, but I just loved everything about those stories. Question 6 is, what would you ask your favorite booktuber? And honestly, I just recently discovered BookTube, so I don't have a favorite so far. I have some that I really like what they talk about, but mostly I would probably just ask the same questions that are on this tag. What got you into BookTube? Why did you start this channel? What are you the most excited about? And what do you think that you contribute to this community with? Question 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And I think for me, finding a rhythm that works really well on what types of videos to create, when I should post the videos, what people are talking about, and sort of how to go about contributing to that. I'm really excited about getting to post and create and be a part of something that I've always wanted to do, which is talk about books, be a part of a community that enjoys reading, and get to learn about new books, authors, and genres. So that was my newbie tag video. Again, I'm gonna link Brenda C's channel below so you can check her out and look at her original newbie tag video. Feel free to tag me in anything that you think I would have fun with or that you want to see. Let me know what you think about this channel as I start posting, and I'm really excited to be a part of BookTube. And that's all for now.